Hey everybody, how's it going? If you're like me and you're considering getting the M4 iPad Pro, you're probably asking yourself, should you get the 11-inch or the 13-inch iPad Pro? And hopefully I'm going to help you decide. So you probably watched loads of videos on this topic already if you're undecided on it, and like me, I have actually been using the 12.9-inch M2 iPad Pro, which I have here, and I really loved it. But there's always been something in me that I thought, I'd actually really like a smaller iPad for something to sit in, watching YouTube when I'm in my bed or just sitting around the house or when I'm traveling. Um, I just really like the idea of having a smaller iPad, and I decided to go and pick up the 11-inch version of the new M4 iPad Pro. And I'm going to tell you now that I'm actually going to return it and get the 13-inch. And here are some of my reasons why. Now, what I'm going to say here is if you have an M2 iPad Pro 11-inch, upgrading to the M4 is definitely going to be worth it because of the screen. The screen quality is absolutely incredible on the OLED versions. Even comparing the 12.9-inch, which has mini LED, to the 11-inch, which has OLED, there is a little bit of a difference there, and I'm definitely starting to see a better picture on the OLED version. So I'm definitely excited to try out the 13-inch version of it. Now, the reason why I am going to return the 11-inch version is down to just my needs, and as an iPad user, I'll be honest, the iPad is a glorified media station for me. I use it to watch Netflix, I use it to watch movies, check emails, nothing too intensive on it now. To be honest with you, it's extreme overkill for what I'm doing and probably what a lot of people do. A lot of people just probably need the basic spec, but I think if you're like me, you like nice shiny new things, you like the better technology, so the OLED. So you're always kind of wanting the next best thing, and you're always going to be searching for that because as years go on, technology moves on. But for me, I just love consuming media on it, so I'm gonna go back to the bigger screen. Now, don't get me wrong, the 11-inch is amazing in the hands. Like, it feels so good, and it just seems like this is the perfect tablet size. But because I am used to consuming media now on the 12.9, I'm constantly getting a little bit of FOMO when I'm using the 11-inch. So I'm constantly like, oh, I actually think this looks better on a bigger screen. So I'm always like, yeah, I think I want the bigger screen. So I'm going to show you here now a couple of versions of me watching a few different things on the two iPads side by side just to show you. There is a clear difference in size when you're watching the 11 and the 12.9-inch, which you'll see there's a little bit of probably a real small difference in size of videos when you're kind of consuming, which you'll see here now. And so I'm just watching a little bit of YouTube, and then I'm going to show you a few other applications like Twitter as well, and Apple TV app as well, showing you different kind of media. So I kind of wanted to make this video kind of short and sweet because I've watched so many videos on this and everyone's like, yes, you need to get this one or you need to get that one, but it's obviously personal preference. But now, having used the 12.9 for a few years and moved to the 11, I'm finding that I'm missing that bigger screen a little bit. Now, for holding in your hand, the 11-inch is absolutely perfect, and it's easier to kind of type on as well with the keyboard. This year I bought the folio case, which is fantastic. I didn't bother spending the money on the smart keyboard, and when I'm going to get the 13-inch, I'm just going to get the folio again. I did have the smart keyboard for the 12.9-inch, but to be honest, I was using it maybe to type emails. But my thing is that if I want to type an email to a business client, I'm going to go on my laptop just for I don't know, I prefer using the MacBook Pro for that. I have a 16-inch MacBook Pro, so if you're kind of thinking, well, I've got a 16-inch, the 13-inch is probably too close to that. Definitely not. I think just being able to, with a MacBook Pro, obviously you're watching stuff on it, just being able to bring something a little bit closer to your face and get the perfect angle for watching is very important. So that's why I kind of have an iPad as well to go along with it. But as I said, it's a glorified media consumption unit for me. I always have these great ideas that, yeah, I'm going to edit my videos on Final Cut Pro or LumaFusion or something like that on my iPad. But to be honest with you, I just prefer using the Mac for that. So yeah, I'm actually going to return the 11-inch and go for the 13-inch. So if anyone has any questions on why I'm making that decision after watching this video, leave me a comment below and I will get back to you. But yeah, overall, I'm just feel like the 13-inch is just amazing for consuming content. Now, to be honest with you, the 12.9-inch screen compared to the 11-inch screen in terms of the OLED versus mini LED, you'll see I do find the 11-inch OLED screen a little bit better and sharper. If you have maybe the M2 12.9, it's going to be a tiny little bit of a difference probably. It's still great, but there's just something about OLED that I'm really loving. And yeah, I can't wait to get my hands on the 13-inch. But yeah, I just wanted to make this video because I've been watching so many videos about whether I should get the 11 or 13-inch. But at the end of the day, it kind of falls down until what you're using it for. And for me, because I'm mainly consuming media, the bigger screen is just going to be better for me. So I kind of hope that if you're in a similar situation to me and you've maybe wanted to try the 11 after having the 12.9 for a while and you're considering going to the 13-inch, I'd probably just stick with that size and what you know. If you're wanting something for portability, something that's easier to hold when you're in bed, something that you can type a little bit easier on with one hand, definitely the 11-inch. But for me, I'm going to return the 11-inch and get the 13-inch. So yeah, just a quick little video just to give my opinion on it. And I hope you enjoy. If you have any questions, please let me know. See ya.